Stockholm is the most hyped AI and startup ecosystem in whole Europe. This city gave us Spotify and Klarna, two of Europe's biggest tech success stories in the last decades. And now it's entering a new era in the age of AI. Startups like Lovable, which exploded to 100 million ARR run rate, and Legora, which is allegedly fundraising right now at $1.7 billion valuation, they are proving that something special is happening there. So I asked myself, what makes Stockholm special? What's in the water there that produces world-class companies one after the other in such a small ecosystem? To find out, I booked a flight, spent a few days meeting founders, engineers, operators, and investors, and asked everyone this one simple question: what makes Stockholm special? Let's go! So, I'm in Stockholm for the first time of my life. And the weather is pretty bad. But in the next days, I'm gonna meet several people from the ecosystem. I'm gonna visit Lovable in their office. I'm gonna visit Legora. We're gonna run a hackathon at Legora's HQ. I'm gonna meet several other people from the ecosystem. I'm hopefully gonna visit the Stockholm founder house. But now as the first thing, I'm gonna meet with Ellen. Ellen is working at Stripe and responsible for all the Nordics and like startup VC stuff. And because essentially what I want to find out is like, how is this possible that there are so many amazing cool companies coming out of this hub? What can we learn for other European hubs? Because I'm pretty sure it's not a regulatory thing. I mean, it cannot really be because it's the same European regulation. Let's go, let's check it out, and let's learn why Stockholm is special. Hello, I'm here with Ellen.
Hello.
Ellen is at Stripe. And what do you, I mean, you're leading startups and VC Nordics, right?
Yeah. So I focus on VC and startup partnerships for the Nordics and Benelux region. Today, when you go out, you see really ambitious founders coming out of KTH as a Z Business Labs.
Okay. KTH is like the engineering school,
the best
right?
engineering school in Sweden.
Okay.
And I think that's a big change. If you think about Lovable, Legora, Tandem Health, I think especially Legora, like Max was fresh, graduate out of school. They went,
really?
Yeah, they went to YC. And I think these early success examples are just super important for the ecosystem. I think it's seeing the ambition level of someone that is at the same age as you and someone you know, right? And then you come back and you ask yourself, hey, like, maybe I can do this as well.
So I'm here with Oliver. 2 sentences on what you're doing.
I've been working for almost a decade now in the Stockholm AI ecosystem on different levels, both as a founder, operator, investor. And right now I'm focusing on investing and backing the most exceptional technical talent here in the Nordics at the earliest stages, essentially, so inception stages.
Is there something else that makes it special?
There is no one, golden bullet here. It's or silver bullet, sorry, not golden bullets. But the answer is that it's a compounding effect of many things, and then there is certain catalysts that enable us to leverage everything we've done. So naturally the success of now with the new generation of AI application companies, Lovable, Legora, Tandem, Sana also, they've been the catalyst now. But there's been a lot going on under the hood there to actually enable it. But naturally, if you don't get the catalyst, nobody will understand what's going on under the hood. So I think that's what's going on probably in many ecosystems now, is that they have a lot of strength, but they need that spark, that catalyst to really showcase the strength. So I think that's the main thing naturally for Stockholm, is that we then got these catalysts of these next gen AI founders. But the work under the hood has been, we have strong, exceptional technical universities here in Sweden, and in Stockholm there's KTH, which has a very strong machine learning faculty. There's been a lot of good communities here, like Stockholm AI that was founded 10 years ago, became pretty fast largest AI community in the Nordics also. We've had founder factories. We've had like first gen founder factories like Spotify, Klarna, King, to some extent Skype, maybe not so much Sweden, but Skype still in the Nordics and Baltics and so on. And then we're now seeing the next generation of founder factories also.
I'm on my way to the founder house. I think it's comparable to what we do with the sandbox, but they're doing it for a while longer, I think, already. And I think that's pretty exciting, and they will have some learnings for what we can do better, just some inspiration and so on. So glad I can show it to you so that you have an idea how it is and what they're doing here in Stockholm. And maybe there we can get a little bit more insight into the secret sauce, because I mean, for now, what all the people told me was like, oh yeah, we just need catalysts and success stories, and then those founders and so on and so forth. That was pretty much the essence of like both Alan and Oliver. So maybe we can see some more. But now, let's go, because I'm already a little bit late. So we are here at the founder house now. How many people are you now at the founder house?
I think it's about 40, 50 in total. That's kind of circulating.
15 or 50?
50.
50?
50.
Oh, so many people?
So it's like
Yeah.
the corridor there, downstairs, it's all companies, like 45 people. And then we have this big room, which is like 20 people in total.
Do you feel support from the government here in Sweden? Or in
Not at
Stockholm,
all.
from the city?
Not yet.
Ulf Kristersson, give us money now. No, but not at all, actually. Like, we were having some of these early conversations with some of these government supporting initiatives, but it's very slow, right?
Yeah, I think
And you know, it feels like our prime minister might be one of the only that's kind of gotten it, but the rest of the politicians don't really.
Have you? Did the prime minister come here and visit it?
No, he hasn't visited yet. Come to
Yes.
Founders House. We have Sana, we have Lovable, we have Tandem, we have Legora, who's inspiring so many. They are community driven and engaging in a way I think we've never seen any unicorn do in the past. So more and more people want to support each other, critique each other in a constructive way, and join initiative to build better companies for Europe and for the world.
It's pretty similar to what we try to do with the sandbox. They got a little bit more space, and they're really focusing on like getting the basics right. Just like, you don't need to make like crazy offerings to people. You just need to give them the space to do what they can do best and to build, right? And now we're going to Lovable. First impression of the office is that people don't wear their shoes, and that's why they have a lot of, how is it called? Fur? No, it's like a very furry floor. We're gonna do a quick tour, and then we may sit down and have a quick talk on stuff that's going on in the ecosystem and so on. And let's go. Do you have lunch catering every day?
Yeah, we do.
We'll check it out. So it's just like free food every okay. Chicken, a lot of chicken. What is this, rice? I guess, right?
Yeah, rice. A lot of vegan options as well. Like,
Okay.
it's pretty cool.
Little timer for 5 minutes. Yeah. That should work. I'll yes. Amazing. Have a good lunch. Okay. Is this like different functions in different offices, or how does it work?
Pretty much. It's that's kind of the structure. Then it's like not that like rigid, like there's obviously.
Okay. Oh, there's another kitchen. Okay.
It's pretty random. Like we go around there all the time, just switch things as we go based on lids and stuff. So,
Okay.
yeah.
How many people are you now? Do you know it?
Oh, I don't know. We might have like. It depends a bit. Like we have some people remote, some people that come here like time to time.
Yeah.
So I guess like on a daily basis, like 40-ish people.
I saw that on your LinkedIn because it's your tagline.
Yeah.
That you're 19, right? That's your tagline.
Yeah, I just added it. It was a recommendation. It was a bit of an overkill, but
Nice.
it got a lot of attention.
So you you dropped out, or you never studied, or you're still studying? Or?
Yeah, so the plan was to like never start in the first place. So I basically finished like elementary school like a year earlier than I should have. So I had some time to just like drop out, or not drop out, but like
Yeah.
start high school in the first place. And then I built some things and went pretty okay. So like I guess I built like trust from my parents or whatever to basically be able to do more of what I actually wanted to do, and I didn't feel like high school would kind of fit in, would take up a lot of time. But I did go there after a year, after having some time to just do a bunch of random stuff on my own, build some things, and then started for 3 months, and that was when like ChatGPT like the first version launched, and I was like, no man, I'm not gonna miss this opportunity. So then I dropped out, built an AI startup which failed, and then started an AI agency which went pretty well, and then now we're here. There's some talk about the Lovable Mafia.
Is it already there?
There's some talk about it, but like I feel like me personally, I want to stay as long as I can create extreme amounts of value. And I love the company, I love the mission, and I think like pretty much everyone here does. So naturally you have a lot of room in your position. Like a lot of people here don't even have like very strict titles of what you do. But everyone here creates like extreme amounts of value. Like that's how Lovable is lovable, and I feel like one of the reasons we've been able to grow so fast and build all these cool things is because people have that freedom to kind of actually execute on their founder instincts in some ways.
It's the next day. We are already, I think, 1 hour into the hackathon. You can see it here in my cab, beautiful Legora cab, and it's so crazy. Like we have people who flew in from Turkey for this weekend to participate in this hackathon in Stockholm. We have like engineers from Tele who flew in from Berlin. Tele, like a YC startup we also work with a lot. We have people from the Netherlands coming in for the weekend. It's like crazy, but this is exactly what we need in Europe, because the ways aren't that far. You can actually have this mobility and be in a lot of places and connect to a lot of people from other ecosystems, because I mean we're never going to be able to build such a big ecosystem so we should be better in like connecting the ecosystems. So who are you?
Name's Jacob. I'm head of engineering at Legora.
And you're based in Stockholm?
I'm based in Stockholm.
And you're from Stockholm?
No, I'm from Copenhagen.
Okay.
Danish. I moved here a year and 6 months ago.
And you before also built a company in Copenhagen, right?
Yes, I've built multiple startups.
Okay. And it's your first time living in Stockholm, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So if you compare it, what makes the Stockholm ecosystem here special, and also like in your experience now here?
I think there's just a talent density in Stockholm.
If you compare it to Copenhagen, or
I mean, Copenhagen is very far down the list.
Yeah.
In talent. Yeah. Copenhagen. No, there's a few really great people in Copenhagen for sure, but I think the density is just way higher in Stockholm. And I think
what's the reason? Like a technical university, or like?
No, I think you have good tech talent in Denmark. I think it's more of a cultural startup thing, maybe.
Okay, that they're not tend to go to startups.
I think so. I think in Stockholm there's like the SSC Business Lab. There's been the Klarnas and the Spotifys. So it's like both the Spotifys and the Klarnas brought in people, but it also built a culture that you can build something great from here.
So it's this initial catalyst, and you didn't have that in Copenhagen. So it was like
we had some. I mean, Player was the first one I can think of, but I think it's just been more aggressive and faster in Stockholm.
And like way bigger, right? Spotify is like global.
Exactly. Way bigger.
Global #1 in their category.
Yeah. Klarna IPO'd a few days ago.
Yeah. How can you make it possible out of Stockholm, out of all places, to outcompete them?
That's a really good question. There's there's really high talent quality in Stockholm, but there's also really high talent quality elsewhere in Europe, and Stockholm is a great city to live in. It's really high quality of living, and so we can actually relocate people to Stockholm relatively easy. So we can take the great talents of Amsterdam and Berlin and London and all these places and move them to Stockholm.
Yeah.
And then I think there's a surprisingly, Stockholm and Sweden and Denmark, Norway and Finland, very known for work-life balance. Mm-hmm. But there are actually like a 5 or 1% of the population that really wants to build something amazing or something really big, that are really ambitious. And that's why we can do it.
So I'm here with Benedict, who's applied AI. How do you say your role?
Yeah, we based off the Munich office in OpenAI, and we work mostly with our API side, so not with ChatGPT as much, and we work in between engineering and research and kind of facilitate what we think is kind of the Pareto frontier, like the newer stuff that people can build with our APIs.
Do you see a different type of builder? Do you see do you see any reason why this ecosystem has so much like output per capita right now? Is it just like a coincidence and it could go away tomorrow? Like what's...
Yeah.
Do you see any reasons?
It's a really good question. I think there's three things that we see right here. First of all, the enthusiasm is great. We see so many builders here. A lot of them also very technical, and coming here, spending the weekend to build something that's very unique. When we started the hackathon, people couldn't wait to get started and build something. They're here on time, sharp.
That's something pretty new. Like if in Berlin, right, people trickling in through like an hour, and here like 10 minutes after we opened the gate, like I would say 80% of the people were here.
Yeah, and I got a lot of very, very constructive questions. People were like, how do I build this? And so that was very cool to see. Number two, obviously the kind of output in startups has been incredible.
Yeah.
We here at Legora's office, they're doing amazing. Lovable is on everyone's mind. And so we see lots and lots of interesting companies happening here. And then lastly, and I noticed this here as well, a lot of the people from all over the Nordics actually came to Stockholm this weekend to build. And there's some super interesting things happening as well in some surrounding countries, and people just come here and start building. And it's not only limited to people coding, like we see tons and tons of robotics as well. And so I'm very excited actually for not only the output of the hackathon, but also what's happening in the next months and years.
Hello, it's now around 6 p.m. We're right before dinner, and people are building. It's really nice. The energy is really high. The people are very, very. I mean, the projects that I've seen here, if I compare them to like the average project somewhere else, and this is maybe the biggest difference I see here yet, is that they are way more ambitious. The projects are just way more ambitious, which is really nice to see. I mean, some people build with actual hardware. It's Sunday. It's day 2 of the hackathon, and we're back at the venue. Some people, like those guys, I think, stayed through the night. So the plan for today is at 3 p.m. people have to submit their project, and then the jury is going to select 5 finalists, and then those going to demo in front of everyone. Then it's going to be the jury again, and we're going to select the winners. It's the next day. Our hackathon is wrapped up. So essentially, there's no golden one thing that is working here differently than somewhere else. I think there are just some nuances of people supporting each other, the successful people still being really close to the ecosystem and not really detached. I think this is something that's really special, that the successful founders here are really like on top of it and on the ground and around, right? We had at our hackathon, we had the founder of Legora, Max, who just sticked around and just were chilling out with people. Same with Anton from Lovable. So it's just an atmosphere that is where the people are just around way more. And yeah, so there are a lot of those nuances that makes this special. But I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the inside. And I think it's definitely worth a visit. Also the city, I mean, it was my first trip here, so definitely worth. And other than that, there's not much more to say. I hope you enjoyed the video. And yeah, see you at one of our events. See you at the next video, whatever. Subscribe and like and comment. And see you. Bye-bye.